Shout out going out to John Michael from the HANOVER HANGOVER tonight. And of course, my partner.
Hey everybody, I'm John Michael, and this is the HANOVER HANGOVER. And we have a super special guest today. We have Miss Bonnie from Vaping Oasis. And we have Mr. Junior Rodriguez in the studio. And Bonnie has a super cool store on vaping and cannabis. Is that the correct term, cannabis?
It is cannabis. We have to refer to it because of the laws in Pennsylvania as hemp products.
Okay, hemp products. So let's talk about what you all have going. Now you are a manufacturer.
Yes, I have 3 vape shops, but we are also e-liquid manufacturers. So we make the e-liquid that goes into the vaporizers. We also are a distributor. We're the largest distributor of e-liquid in the state of Pennsylvania, and our liquid is distributed nationally and internationally.
That's awesome. I mean, from your little store, you started how many years ago?
8 years ago.
Well, in 8 years, you've gotten that far.
Yeah, I think the original space of the store was about 12 by 12.
Wow, that's incredible. Now you've moved to the whole cannabis availability.
Yes.
Program.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. For a few different reasons. One of the reasons is that vaping is taxed at 40% in Pennsylvania.
Oh my gosh.
So, say for example, I spend $10,000 to stock the store, I
Right.
have to cut the state a check for $4,000. So we need to sell things that aren't taxable to offset that. And also, now that medical marijuana is available in Pennsylvania, it's still sometimes difficult for people to get. They are very limited on what they're allowed to buy as far as different forms of cannabis. Like there's no edibles in Pennsylvania. It's not allowed at the medical dispensary. Also,
No, wait a minute. Hold on. There is edibles,
you're not allowed to buy edibles at the medical dispensary in Pennsylvania.
but you can sell them.
I can sell them.
But the dispensary can't.
Right.
Now, are you familiar with any of this?
No, sir, I'm not.
Okay.
I just get my stuff off the street.
So then why is that?
With the medical marijuana dispensaries, when they were made legal, Pennsylvania decided how you were going to be able to use cannabis. One of the ways is vaping. One of it is flower smoking. And they did not allow edibles. That wasn't on their list of ways that you were allowed to use it.
Wow.
And it's something a lot of people want, but it's just, they made laws about what health issues you have that would qualify you to even get a medical card, which unfortunately changes as they approve more and more, I want to say diseases or health issues. They approve more and more of them to be inclusive into being able to get a medical marijuana card. However, they have not changed how you are allowed to use medical marijuana. And they are not allowed to have an edible in a Pennsylvania store.
So I visited your store in Nazareth, and we were going over the Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10, HHC levels, THC0, THCV, THCP.
Yeah.
It was like, wait a minute, what is all that? What does that mean?
Delta 9 is what you buy at the dispensary. However, there is a way to derive it from the hemp that makes it legal because it's just a trace below the legal limit in Pennsylvania, so it is legal to sell it in our store. When they made the laws about this, I don't think that they realized people were going to, there was no way of knowing that people were going to be able to start extracting so detailed, extracting the way that they do now. So there's Delta 8 and Delta 10. Delta 10 stronger than 9, 8's a little weaker than 9. Actually, Delta 10, they have to put some 8 in it or else it kind of turns itself into 9 on the shelf.
Really?
But they have to be below the trace limit of THC. Then people started really fine-tuning this, and I don't think this is something the lawmakers planned on either, but nobody knew. About a year ago, Delta 8 started to get big, and just in the last 6 months, the way that people are extracting and fine-tuning this is absolutely insane. So now you have THCO, THCV, THCP. The THCP is there's differences. Like with THCP, you can be really high, but only lasts 45 minutes. And there's other ones where you're just normal high, but it lasts for 2 or 3 hours. It's that fine-tuned now. The people are extracting it that detailed.
Wow. So so you really got to know what you want when you go to your store, because it seems like what you're telling me is the dispensaries are selling a product that is so strong that it'll put you down like a horse.
Yeah, a lot of people come into us and they say, you know what, I had pain, or I couldn't sleep, or I had anxiety. I didn't want to be that high. So one of the solutions to that is edibles. And we have gummies, we have cookies, brownies, Rice Krispie treats. So if you have a gummy and you don't really want to be that high, you just wanted the pain relief,
Right.
You can take a gummy. I tell people, cut it in half, eat half of it, and wait like 45 minutes and see how you feel. Most people, it will take away the pain or take the edge off at what they're looking for without being high like what they get at the medical dispensary.
Okay. But now but that's legal without a medical card?
Yes.
Now, at
It's-
what level? Now we have the Delta 8, Delta
Yeah.
9. You said Delta 9 is medical dispensary quality.
Yes, but it's a hair below the legal limit of THC, so it's legal under the Farm Bill. So we are-
Delta
9, yes.
Okay, so when they go into your store, and I noticed you have some samples.
I absolutely do.
Can we see the packaging so
Yes.
we could talk about what you're looking for,
Yeah.
so you know?
Yep. And some people come in and they don't know what they're looking for, or they aren't aware of what's available. So my guys are very educated about all the different types of hemp and cannabis. Most of us are trained to work in a medical dispensary. We're certified.
Okay.
I took a bunch of my guys and we went to a certification class and got
Nice.
certified, because we need to be educated about it if we're going to serve our people properly.
Right, yeah, you have to know what
Yeah.
you're selling. You
So
have to know your
they're-
product.
Right. So, and because we're able to give them so many more options, and when they come in, sometimes they know what they want, and it's not really what they wanted, but we can help them figure it out.
So they think they know what they want
Yes.
until you explain to them.
Yes.
You're, okay.
Right.
That's
So,
wild.
Yeah, so that you have. Okay, I'm looking at the pack. Can I see the
Yep.
packaging?
yep. So this is Delta 9.
Now, where do you see the Delta?
Delta
numbers?
10 is right there.
Okay, so Delta 10.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody can see this. It's on the package. It tells you what level you're at.
Right. So this is Delta 9,
Now, Delta 9 is just below.
just below the legal limit. It still
Okay.
has the same effect, but it's enough below the legal limit that it's legal in Pennsylvania without a medical card.
So, but that will show up on a drug test.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that will mess you up. Now, how long will that? That's an edible.
Yes.
Now, how long will that mess you up?
This is about 3 hours.
Wow.
They take about 45 minutes to kick in.
Uh-huh.
So we usually tell people, if you eat one, don't think, oh, this isn't working, and take another and eat
Oh,
another one,
Jesus.
because people do that, and it's a bit much. So it takes about 45 minutes, but about 45 minutes you feel it. So I tell people to just eat one and wait. But again, with a gummy, people who have pain, anxiety, sleeplessness, and they really, like they say, I don't want to be that high. Everything I get at the dispensary is like that. Take a gummy, cut it in half, get what you need out of it without going to that side.
And there's also different levels of gummies.
Yes.
So I'm going to make sure. This is a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this a?
This is a 10. This is a Delta 8. Right
Okay,
here,
that-
teachers, yeah, with 10 in it. So this is the same one. They're just different
Oh,
flavors.
okay.
Yeah. So this is where we start. We start at CBD, and CBD has medicinal purposes. Like, it just helps you relax. Can take the edge off pain. This is our most popular selling CBD because it has melatonin in it,
Oh, okay.
and these are for sleeping.
Right.
So it's CBD with melatonin, and I personally use these myself. I have a hard time falling asleep and then staying asleep. So
Right.
I usually take 2 of these before I go to bed. So this is CBD with some melatonin in it. Then you start getting into,
No, I'm sorry. What
Mm-hmm.
level is that one?
it's just CBD. There's no Delta. It's not.
So it's not
it
on
would-
the Delta chart.
Yeah, and
There's
it
an
would not-
actual chart.
Yeah,
This
and
is
it
what we're
wouldn't.
looking at.
Yep, and this would not show up on a drug test
Now,
because
so
it's
this,
CBD.
okay, so this does not show up on a drug
No.
test, but it does help you with some pain
Yes.
and,
So
and
they
sleep.
take the edge off and sleep. Yeah, and with the melatonin mixed in, it really helps you
So-
fall asleep and stay asleep.
If somebody was looking for what this product we're holding right here, what would
Mm-hmm.
they call? What would they say?
They're called snoozy chews.
Snoozy Chews.
Yeah, but it's they're looking for
Okay.
CBD with melatonin.
Okay, so it says CBD bedtime bears.
Yes, that's a bedtime bear, but there's a new packaging that doesn't say bear, does not have bear shapes. They're square shaped and they're called snoozy chews.
Okay.
Because packaging is an issue that started with vaping and has gone into the cannabis industry.
Okay.
So when vaping started, people were calling things like unicorn vomit and putting pictures of unicorns on the bottles and all these things. And they say that we're marketing to children. And most companies, like my company, we never had that on our labels from the beginning. We were always
Right.
very conscious of that and not having it to be child appealing. So you would think that the cannabis industry would have learned from us, but some did and some didn't. So this person first came out with this. He had bears and they were called bedtime bears. He has since changed. They're now squares and they're called snoozy chews.
Okay.
So they say that we're marketing to children, but nobody is concerned about cotton candy pictures being on vodka bottles. So
Well, there you
yeah.
go. So, Junior, have you ever had to partake in a gummy?
No, sir.
No.
Like I said, all the stuff that I did was on the streets.
Oh, you did the real deal.
Yeah.
Well, you're from the day.
Yeah, then when we were in Vietnam, it was the same thing,
Yeah. So, what do you think of what we're learning here?
To me, I think it's pretty cool because, it shows what they can do by either making it potent or less potent
It's chemistry.
to help the person. You don't have to, take it just to get, oh man, I'm so high, man. I got enough
Right.
for my buddy, jump. No, just, it's like, okay, cool, man. It's just enough. All right, cool. Now I can, do the dishes, clean the
Yeah.
house.
Right.
I'm in a good mood. Turn up the stereo, say, hey, rock and roll, and clean up
And as far as medical is concerned, your body has a cannabinoid system.
Yeah.
Well, our bodies are built to use this as medicine.
Wait, hold on. You said a what system?
Cannabinoid. That's,
Cannabis.
yes, those are the cannabis. The cannabinoids are in. That's what's in the cannabis. So your body has receptors for that. We have a
well,
cannabinoid system in our
I never
bodies.
knew that.
I've never heard that word.
This is the oldest medicine in the world,
Oh.
and we are made for this. We have the receptors to use this as medicine.
Well, the Native American Indians, they smoked pot before the white man came along.
Was that the peace pipe?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what was in it. I would assume it was
And
something good.
in the sweat lodge, they sit there and smoke while they're sweating. They chant their stories and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So you have more.
Yes. So
There's more in the
yeah.
box.
So that's just CBD.
I'm sorry,
These
I
are
was a little
that's okay.
sidetracked.
These are the I know I didn't tell you that about your body having that before, did I?
No.
I never knew that.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
Our
like-
bodies are built to use that. It's the world's oldest medicine. It's natural. We are not made to take all these pharmaceuticals. Our bodies
Oh,
aren't made for
I
that.
thought when we first started smoking pot, then that's when your body started doing it. But
So
I didn't know.
everybody has that system in them.
Wow.
Yes. So this is what we're supposed to be using for medicine. But it can be very hempy tasting, so though they've made ways to make it taste good for people, and you don't necessarily have to smoke it. You can eat a gummy or a cookie or something.
Yeah.
So these are the Vaping Oasis. This is our brand of gummies, the Delta 9 and Delta 10s. And these are sorted flavors or sour cherry or green apple or blue raspberry. So they taste they're great tasting. But one of the things that was important to me, besides having the nutritional information on here and what's in it,
Right.
we also have QR codes.
Oh.
And the reason a QR code is important is because you should be able to put your phone over this and have the test results for this batch.
You mind if I try it?
No, please do. You can pick what flavor you want. I got
Well, it doesn't really matter the
Okay.
flavor. I'm just gonna.
oh, you want to do the QR
Yeah, I'm
code?
just gonna. No, I don't mean taste it. No, I can't. Do that. I'm trying the QR code. Sometimes they can be fussy. Come on now.
We'll do
Now,
it.
is it more expensive to buy the stuff or?
No, a jar of 10 of these is about $25. And the other issue, as far as financially, when you go to a medical dispensary, you have to pay cash. They do not take cards. And some people sometimes don't have the money to go in and do that at the time.
Yeah.
So you come into our shop, it's a vape shop, and you can use your cards or you can
Cash.
cash or cards, yeah. So that is a problem. More banks are more accepting of the cannabis industry, and will start taking those accounts. But For right now, medical dispensaries are a cash business, and that's not available to everybody all the time. Sometimes you just don't have the money. So this is more available to people because they have other ways to pay for it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
Try that again. Something weird just happened. Unless it's me.
I can do it on my phone too. So every time that we get gummies and we put them into jars, what I get is this is a batch. So this is the test results for the batch this came from. So then when we bottle again, that batch of gummies will have a different QR code because you need test results. Especially if you're using, besides the gummies, I mean, this is unlikely it would happen, but what if you were using and carrying with you?
Uh-huh. I like when she has a box of toys. It's like, well, not toys, but.
What if you were carrying a pre-roll? Okay.
No,
This
what is a pre-roll?
So a pre-roll is, oh, I'm not going to be able to get this open. You might have to pop that open for me.
For educational purposes only.
Squeeze the sides.
Squeeze the sides.
When you squeeze the sides, the top should pop off.
Sounds sexual.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Okay, so
Ooh.
now you dump that out in your
no,
hand.
you dump that out.
Okay. This is a pre-roll.
So that's,
Hey.
This is,
Whoa.
yes.
Is that something we should try?
So this is Delta 8. So it is legal in Pennsylvania because it's a hair below the THC.
No, that is the actual plant.
Yes. Yes. So this
Should
is
we-
flower.
Should we try that?
So flower is available for people who use other devices, smoking devices. Flower is available, but you can also get it already rolled. So this is Delta 8, and it's a hair below the legal THC limit. So it'll do
It was at this point when I realized this shit just got real. That's a fucking joint.
the same thing, but it's enough under that it's legal.
Can I smell it?
Absolutely.
I smell it too.
I don't smell anything.
That one I think is a flavor. That's why.
Oh, it's flavored.
Yeah, they put a flavor in it to mask that smell. But
Oh, that is cool.
I'm
We
saying you
have
need
something here.
QR codes because what if you had that in your car?
Taste?
Oh,
You want to taste?
Ah.
Go ahead, you can taste.
If
Is it okay to fire it
Go,
up?
please. Yeah, I brought this for you to try. So, if you're in your car and you were to get pulled over, and they say this is in your car, you should have a QR code that you can bring that up and show the police that hey, this
And that has it on it.
This one has a UPC code. Now, this
Okay.
isn't one of my products. My stuff has
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And if going forward in the future, that's something that we're looking for. If there's not QR codes on the packaging, we're not going to carry that brand.
I'm trying to take in the. Oh yeah, that's a familiar smell. That's
has a
familiar.
mild taste.
I
Yeah.
can't.
So
Did you want?
I'm good. Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah. So it's on you.
So,
Thank
Well-
you.
so that's flower, and flower is in a pre-roll. Now, there's another.
No, what you mean? It's flower. It's the flower.
The flower means plant. They call it flower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can buy loose flower, which you put into smoking devices.
Mm-hmm.
That's Delta 8 and Delta 9 farm compliant that you can use. One of the ways you can get it at the dispensary and also at our store is in cartridges. And a cartridge,
So you can get the flower in a liquid form,
yes, this
which
is a
goes
liquid
into
form.
a.
And if you can open this, I'm going to open this. Okay, this is a battery. This just happens to be one that we really like. They're dependable. They last a long time. Easy to charge, and the price on them is really good. So this is a really popular battery, and it recharges with a USB cable. You can plug it into your computer. You can plug it into whatever.
Yeah, that,
okay.
Yeah, if the
looks,
car has that, you can plug it
Yeah,
in.
absolutely. Yep. And then, so this is the battery. I'll hold this up here. So this is the battery. And most batteries have a 510 threading. Like most things in vaping, it's called a 510 thread. So that any cartridge will fit these batteries. They all should have a 510 thread.
Okay.
So then when you take the cartridge out, I'll get that out of there. You have to take the plastic off the bottom of it.
Okay.
And there's the threads, and that's what fits into there. So then you screw that in. And so you can leave this on there, and then when you're done with your cartridge, you throw it away and get a new cartridge.
No, wait,
And-
is that going to go into the thing?
Yep. So
Now, how
now,
long does the cartridge?
No, wait. Hold on, just 1 second. You leave this on as you're
yep,
enjoying.
this is the battery.
Oh, that's just the battery.
Yep, and
so
this
when
is-
you, that's your tip.
This, yes.
Oh, that's where you. Okay, that's where you put your lips on.
Yes.
Okay, I was confused.
Yep. So with these batteries,
I don't know.
you do 5 clicks to turn it on,
Right.
and then you do 5 clicks to turn it off. The reason that you would want to do that, the reason you would want to turn it off, say you put this in your purse or you stuck it in your pocket, even if you, what it's going to do if that button's being hit, it's going to start vaporizing this and it's going to burn, and you're going to burn this coil out in this, so it's going to taste terrible. So you don't want this firing in your pocket. So you can click it 5 times on and 5 times off.
Okay, hey, with that, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back. 5-part series.
Yeah.
And I think we've filled everybody's minds with enough to study
Super
and
interesting.
enough
Thank
to
you.
come see you at Vaping Oasis.
Yes.
And you have 3 locations?
Yes. We are on 191, Route 191 in Lower Nazareth, Bethlehem.
Yes.
It's actually in the trolley station. We are also at 25th Street Shopping Center in Easton. That's the one with the McDonald's.
Okay.
And we're also in Whitehall. If you are going south on MacArthur Road, like you're going back to Allentown,
Okay.
on the right-hand side, there's a tequila house, and then there's a produce place that sits back in, and we're in that plaza there.
That's great.
Yeah.
So listen, everybody, get your butts over to the Vaping Oasis. See Bonnie and her crew, because they're all trained. They're all professionally staffed. And get the facts, get the right answers, get the right product for what you need. And this is great.
Yeah,
So
we're big on customer service, like one-on-one. Let's talk about what your issues are, what you're looking for, and find the right thing for you.
right. Awesome. Hey,
Yeah, that was
Thank you,
good.
Bonnie.
Thanks. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Super
Bonnie.
interesting
Thanks.
information.
thank you, Bonnie. And we will see you on the next show. Like I said, this is a 5-part series, so there's 4 more shows to go. And we're going to get more into more products. And we're going to cover your manufacturing
Yes.
of your vape products.
Yes.
And how, you also private label for that.
Yes, we private label for other people. So besides making our house liquid and our premium lines, we also make house liquid for other stores all over the United States.
That's cool. I think the studio audience, guys, what do you think of the product? So far,
so
is it
good.
a thumbs up?
Like
No
it.
good? Bad?
Nice.
No?
2 thumbs up.
So there's like 6 pies coming? No? Okay.
And a case of water.
Yeah, and a case of water. So, all right, guys, for the Hanover Hangover, I am John Michael. This is Junior Rodriguez, and this is Bonnie Butts. And this is the studio audience. And we want to thank everybody for joining us and listening in to the Hanover Hangover, where you find your Spotify's and your podcasts on the channels. We are here, and stay tuned for more.
Thank you,
All right,
John.
guys. Thanks.
Peace and rock and roll.
All right, we're going to say goodbye, everybody. Everybody wave to the camera.
Peace and rock and roll.
See you next time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.